my egg ways. Egg way!
All right, we're good.
Yo, shout out to Eggs. This has been sponsored by Eggs across the world. Fresh, hand-picked. You niggas forgot about them fresh, hand-picked, farm fresh
Farm
eggs?
fresh?
Farm fresh?
The incredible edible.
We out here, cuz we out here. Welcome to a world of the Just Bake channel, and I am the nigga peeling an egg right now. Junga, pest dry, nigga. What up? We out here.
Oh my God.
We out here.
I
cuz.
don't know what he said,
Yeah, nigga, they never do.
but this is your co-host, and not your. By your, I mean your co-host,
Get them niggas.
Lil Mattress. Welcome to episode 22 of the Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast. That's the deuce.
Nigga, just taking two shits in one moment, nigga. Double deuce.
Poop twice. We appreciate if you're watching us on YouTube, and keep watching on YouTube. Hit like, subscribe, hit share. I believe we're up to 103 subscribers. Once again, to the big people, that ain't shit, but to us, yo, it's everything, guys. The fans are everything. Isn't that the worst when fucking people do that shit? Like, no, guys, if it wasn't for you.
I gotta do it. What's that guy? Fucking Jake Paul. He makes Paul Logan or whatever the fuck. The motherfuckers make a killing off that shit.
Yeah.
All my Jake Paulers. Hello, all you guys. Without you, I'm nothing. Yeah, no shit.
But we appreciate if you're watching on that. If you are listening to us, we appreciate that as well. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to just listen, perhaps you're working out, perhaps you're walking, perhaps you're doing it. Everywhere that you can find a podcast, you can find us. That's Stitcher, that's iTunes, that's Spotify, that's wherever you look, we will be there. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. Up and over. Also, hit up this hotline, 203-594-6977. You can call or text. Leave us a message. Let us know if you love it. Let us know if you hate it. Let us know if you need some advice. Let us know if we need some advice. Sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we be bugging.
Sometimes
are you like, yo, it's been a month and you still haven't shaved your head? What the fuck are you doing?
And ladies, if your finger's itching and you need a prostate to melt, we got this. It's a nigga here willing. You understand? Willing to get that check, nigga.
So, yeah, 203-594-6977. That's a call or a text. Of course, it's free. Long-distance charges do not apply. Think about it.
About the freeness is going on.
So, episode 22, the Deuce Deuce. Now, if a rapper had a Deuce, which is a gun, where would it be?
Perhaps in the lower part of the body, near the boot. It's gotta be in the boot, nigga. Where else would you keep a deuce, nigga? I don't
There's
know.
never been a rapper that has kept it anywhere else.
Listen, I think the pocket, but it doesn't make sense. Deuce in the pocket could be. A waistline that's slipping down. It's gonna fall. It's not gonna work there. The boot makes so much logical sense, nigga.
The Deuce is always in the boot.
You know, especially if you go back to the 90s where we had the Timbs with the big wide tops. You know, that's perfect. Deuce accessory right there, cuz you just slide that bitch in there and just slide it right out, cuz when there's a problem, you gonna get a nigga, no problem.
That shit is amazing. The Deuce was always in the boot. You could not drive a coupe straight. You had to swerve it.
Swerve the coupe.
You could never drive a coupe
to
straight.
Coupe, nigga. When I got in one of my first accidents, I swerved the coupe. It was really a 93 Corsica, but in my eyes, it was a coupe.
You was riding.
I had rims and I had tints and shit, so me, it was a coupe, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
It was just a Porsche, just skirt.
Skirt. Oh, the skirt is a big one, too. Everybody loves the skirt. I don't know.
Love the skirt. I still believe that today, if Big L was alive, he would hate this slang. Big L would not appreciate this slang these days.
He wrote a song about it, guys. You didn't. He's like, these are the words acceptable. He would have like, these are the words that I don't know what the fuck. So you know what? One of the one that's a bigger one right now too is if a nigga wants problems, he gonna get that smoke.
Yeah. You want smoke?
Yeah, you want smoke? You know what I mean? In my day, when a nigga asked you want smoke, I was like, well, what you got?
Yeah.
You got dimes?
Exactly.
You got nickels, nigga? You know what I
No,
mean?
oh my God. Remember people back in the day? I only smoke Dro. I only smoke Dro. I don't smoke nothing else.
Listen,
I only smoke Dro.
I was a rag nigga. Like, I don't fucking give me that rag shit now. Pick the seeds out. It's going through the same shit. You know, maybe yours is a little more potent. But you was fancy. But now everything is, you know, now it's like, find a nigga that got a bag of weed with seeds in it. It's not a thing.
No.
Like,
you cannot find a seed anywhere.
Got seeds, nigga? Who are you?
Right? And if you do have seeds, like, where'd that come from?
Yeah, listen, I knew what Jamaican do not too long ago. Shout out to blankety blank.
No
did.
snitching here.
Yeah, snitching. See, we don't snitch on the pod. See, Watermelon won't allow it, and Pumpkin, he looked the other way. That's what we do around here, cuz. That's when we come together. But that
No
nigga still had
snitching on
some
the pod.
He had some good middies still, where it was middies. That was what we used to call it. I don't know what niggas call it now.
Mid-level.
Yeah, they call it swag or schwank or I don't fucking know. But it was mid-grade tier potteries. Still had a little bit of seeds in it, but the shit was good, man. You know, when I don't smoke no more, but when I did it, it was $30 for an eighth. For a quarter. Excuse me.
Yeah, for the cheap stuff.
Yeah, $30
I still
for a
remember one of my. Let's go with allegedly, so the peaks can't get me.
Don't let them know.
And I think I'm past the statute of limitations anyway. But I remember when my big drug dealing, not by no means big. I'm being facetious.
Kingpin shit. Don't tell the truth, nigga.
No, man. I remember I had moved into an apartment, and I didn't smoke at the time. And there were a bunch of people around, and they bought, whatever it was, $60 eighth. Rolled it into fucking 2 blunts, smoked it, and as soon as they were done smoking it, all they could talk about was, "Yo, man, I just want more weed. Like any weed would be fine. Any weed." And in my head, I'm just like, do. I'm doing that fucking like, I see it in the skies.
Yeah,
I see it in the skies.
This just makes sense. Niggas sit here.
So
I got what you need.
Potentially, what could have happened in that situation is somebody would have bought, a bunch of mids and then done that. Well, guys, I got some. And I paid rent many times over.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Paid rent many times over off
Allegedly, you knew my Jamaican friend. Allegedly.
Yep. Because, man, that was a good time. Because there's certain people who, like we said, there's weed snobs. There's people who are only, like we said, only draw.
Get it on my
and
shirt.
now I'm sure there's people that are, only dispensary.
Right,
I want to see the side.
Right. They want to get only the oils or only, it's only whatever. I'm only about that life,
Dude, I don't understand how people, but like I said, but back then, and still today, I'm sure there's still people who are just like, as long as it's weed, as long as it's weed, they want it. Because there's some people that, like me personally, I can't smoke all day every day. I don't know how the fuck people do that and function. I can do the almost like micro dosing. Like I could take a hit and then like, function.
Right.
And then like
and
4
live.
hours later. But the people that like take a blunt to the face and then are like go about their merry way. Hey man, more power to them. But I don't.
If you're not
understand
clipping
it.
that thing, then you got a lot on your mind,
Right?
If you don't hit that thing a couple times and clip it out, I'm like, I'm good right now. And it's like, damn, you are stressing hard body. You know what I mean?
Hard
Like,
body,
listen, I ain't gonna front like, I don't smoke no more like that. But I did take a little whiffer. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm gonna put it out there. Not too long ago, weeks ago or so. I was just like, let me partake. Nigga had a little pain, and not for nothing, it's good for pain. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? And I forgot how much it relaxes the body, nigga. It's
Relaxes the booty.
Oh, and then it's like, shorty want to go. I'm like, yo. I forgot.
Shorty wanna thug.
You know what I mean? I was like, I forgot how good this shit is. It's like, man, no wonder why porn stars be smoking before they be getting it in.
It increases the sensation.
Yeah,
But I'll tell you, man, nowadays, I've never done one, but just seeing the way that people react, those dabs, that shit's not weed, man.
Yeah,
that's fucking crack,
Well,
dude. I know that it is derived from weed and all that, but like, dude, that's...
Don't they like, some of them, I don't know what the basis of it, but the one from what I was in knowledge of is that it was made, like, people mix butane with it.
It's
cook
like,
it down or
it's
some
I don't know exactly how it's
like
made. If
butane.
anybody's watching and they make it, they're screaming like, you guys don't know what you're talking about.
Then
And you know what? We don't know what we're talking about. So 203-594-6977. Call or text, leave a name, let us know. Guys, you don't understand what you're talking about.
Shit.
But yeah, from what I understand is at some point it's like either put through butane or butane is put through it to break it down to make it
if you
into
don't cook it good enough and you got a bad batch, then that's when, you don't cook the butane out enough, then motherfuckers get real fucked up off your dabs. That's when people start bugging out, ODing, or whatever the fuck they're doing, eating wood chips. I'm not sure. But it's, I don't know. Did I try that once before? I think I went to a studio one time, and the dude had it. And the first time I encountered it, and he was like, he had this little fucking piece of wax paper and just peeled a little, want a dab? I'm like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Then he went to the whole.
He probably got excited as fuck. Like,
right.
First one.
So
First
the whole
one.
education level came. It's like, bro, so exactly what it is. It's pure THC. It's pure THC. You know, and they melt it down, and it's just into a waxy form. You rip a little piece off. You dab it. You use this. This is your dabber. This is your dabber. Like, bro, just put that shit on. Let me smoke it, man. What the fuck is going on right now?
Let me just take a fucking hit.
Yeah, that's like I was like, okay, I'm just a real head high, real quick. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nothing exciting and new. Whatever.
But yeah, man, that shit's not for me. It's too concentrated. I'm good with I like a mellow high, not a I'm not sure if I'm breathing high. You know what I mean? Like being violently high where you're just like
look, listen, when I took those hits a couple weeks ago and I was sitting there like, whoa, when you don't smoke for so long, you go some years and then you do that shit, it's like, okay.
Well, that's the thing is you gotta come back with one hit because that's the thing I've done before too. Is I remember me and my old roommate we went to go see 30 Days of Night, that vampire movie, and we had a joint and he smoked all the time. I didn't, and I chose to like just smoke half of it with him, like as in he takes half, I take half, and it was just one of those. You get in there and I sit down and I'm just like. Whoa, I am fucked up. Like when but it's kind of the same thing with drinking. Like when you're younger, you're just like, well, yeah, of course I'm going to take 12 shots and drink 10 fucking beers and then I'm throwing up. Why, man? Damn, I got to get my tolerance up. It's like, no, you just did too much, stupid. You know?
I'm away. I can't be a lightweight. No, you had enough.
Exactly, yeah.
The body lets you know when you have enough. But I definitely was like in this. You know, I'm with my lady and shit. I'm like, yo, and I felt like, holy shit, I am fucking rambling.
Yeah,
It was one of those things. Like, I find myself, and I'm just going. I'm talking, and my mouth is going, and in my head, I'm like, I'm just going. Like, baby, I ain't shutting the fuck up. Am I? Yo, I'm crazy. And she's like, nah, just relax. I'm like, nah, I'm crazy. I'm talking too much. No, I'm not talking too much, right? No, what the fuck? I'm an emotional wreck. I think I cried and ate ice cream, nigga. I'm not sure. You know, emotions take over, man.
It'll bring it out of you.
Start telling her shit I ain't never told her. Like, you know, when I was like 5, you know, I stuck my finger in a gerbil butt. I don't know why, but it was there.
I heard Richard Gere did it, and I didn't know what happened, boo.
Richard Gere, shout out to the nigga right there.
No, man, there's nothing like being too high. I remember it's funny because in different countries, like where everything is legal, like mushrooms and stuff like that. I remember me and a lady were in a hotel and just had a night planned of like psychedelics and sex and all that stuff. And but even where they sell mushrooms legally, oh, this is all hypothetical. Where they sell mushrooms legally,
supposedly,
it even says on all of the psilocybin mushroom stuff, like, do not take and drink alcohol.
Right.
I was a young buck. I did not know. And at the time, you know how
everybody's a liar.
You know how everybody goes through. No, it's just I just straight up didn't know that you weren't supposed to mix the two.
Got you.
You know, everybody goes through their blackberry brandy phase.
Black bear.
That's right. I was in that. So I take it. Feeling great, feeling good. I haven't done mushrooms in like 5-6 years. I would actually like to do them again. 203-594-6977. And no, so like, you know, fucked up, feeling good, floating, chilling, doing all that, and sipping off the bottle of brandy, and a couple hours go by, and at one point, like, I stand up. I don't know how I'm feeling, but the girl looks at me and she just goes, "You don't look good." Boom. Fuck. Because when you're in a state like that, that's not what you want to hear.
Right.
She was telling me, like, I had
like, what's wrong? You feeling your face and shit?
She was telling me I had no color in my face, any of that stuff. So it was like immediate panic attack. And then because she just caught it at the point where it was like my body was like, nope, it's not happening.
Something's wrong here.
Once again, like I said, you are not supposed to take mushrooms and drink alcohol. Oof. And bro, started coming out of both ends.
Ooh,
like
shit.
when went in the bathroom, went in the shower, like to try to, because that's when you're too high. You know about taking a shower when you're too high.
It's going to bring it down. It's going to bring my body down.
Exactly. No, I'm going to be all right. You know, like we're just going to take a shower and somehow that'll be a fucking
move,
miracle.
That's your high move.
Yep. And just didn't make myself puke. You know, like when your body just goes, nope, this is getting out of you. So I'm doing the, you know, on all fours, throwing up. then doing the burpee, hop up, spin around, taking a shit. Like this stuff was like, my body is getting rid of all of this no matter what.
Now, did you find it that the shit felt like it? Now, I don't know how far you were into the high. Did it kick in after? Because I remember when I tried, when I went to that ecstasy experimental time with way back in the day, and when I threw up, that shit fucking kicked in like bing. I don't know, it was like a different kind of high. Well, I don't know, maybe mushrooms because it has to settle in the stomach there. When you get rid of it, maybe it doesn't.
I was already like riding good, so I had already been high, but no, after that, none of it was fun. I was just fucked.
Okay.
And
shit.
What was I trying to think of? Oh yeah. The funniest shit was that even though I was like seriously felt like I was about to die, and I remember throwing up once and looking at her, I was like, hospital? Do you think? Like, I don't know. Because at that point, it was just so fucked up. But one time, being on all fours and throwing up hard. Like, when you throw up hard to where, like, your stomach touches your spine.
Yeah.
But it was funny because the sense of humor was still there because, just fucking throwing up while letting out deep gas in the back. Just, like, throwing up while...
Yeah. That's
doing that machine gun fart out the back.
You gotta like sit on the toilet and lean to the bathtub, nigga.
Yep.
Make it all shoot. Hopefully the bathtub's close enough. Usually the setup of most houses, the bathtub is right next to the toilet, but you never know niggas setup.
Exactly. But no, that was funny though. That it was like I was so fucked, like just so hurt, but feeling like I was probably like the most I've ever felt like. I might die. I don't understand what's happening because I'm so fucked up, but still, farts are funny in that situation, man. I'm telling you.
It'll get you, man. Because I know when I asked that because I know when I fucking tried the ecstasy thing, and I wasn't feeling it. Like I always felt like my tolerance was a little different. I was like, I don't know. Like everybody's in their bubble already, because ecstasy heads, they know they get inside the bubble. Oh my God, it's a love bubble.
Yeah.
We're here. You're with me. Rub lotion on me. Grind your teeth. So I'm sitting there like I'm not really. And then I felt like my stomach was a little queasy, and then I threw up.
Yep.
And then immediately after I threw up and I sat back, the vice grips came on the jawline. And I was like, okay, I'm here. This is where we're at.
That's the cocaine in it, man.
Yeah, and I was like,
they're mixed with all different stuff.
Right.
I had that before, too, one time when I took a pill, and I was just like, I just feel like I'm going to throw up. And I didn't, but they say that's the cocaine because that's the mixed with it, gets in the back of your throat, and like all you want to do is just fucking let it go. But I heard the same shit.
It felt good too, like
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I've heard that if you do throw up on it, that it's actually like not a bad situation. Because I know some people. Me, I'm not. I don't throw up much, but if I do, I'm not. It doesn't. It don't fade me.
It don't fade. Nah,
but there's girls that will throw up and immediately start crying. It's like.
Baby, it's okay. It's aftertaste. It's terrible. It's nasty.
Right.
But throwing up on that shit, what was great about it was there was no acid. You didn't taste it, so it just came out, and you're just like, that's not bad. You know what I mean? Like, which is some shit you would never say when you throw up. Like, no, not that bad. Like, niggas don't say that shit. Like, no, it's terrible. It's acidy, nasty, stomach bile coming the fuck up through your nostrils. But it was great, and then and drinking, when you drink on ecstasy, it's like drinking water when you drink alcohol.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
So it's like you're pounding these we're drinking like Hennessy, of course. We're putting it down and shit. It's like, I don't even feel it. It doesn't burn the throat, which I was just like, are there certain senses that are just shut off when you take this shit? So I guess I tried coke without knowing I tried coke.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just mixed in the fucking pill. They like you never know what's in those fucking things. And and that's the danger, guys. So don't do it.
Don't do it. McGruff dog. If niggas know about McGruff dog,
right?
Let's go back in the 90s, nigga. There was a dog in a trench coat who told you don't do drugs.
But even too, the couple times that I've been like extremely fucked up and feeling good though. I mean, there was I only had that one bad experience, but any other time I've done it, it's been a good experience. But always when I'm sitting there I don't want to make it like I've done it a million times. You know what I mean? Like all this combined, I've done less than 10 times the hard drugs. Yep. And I'll always have that point where I'm sitting there and I'll think, first off, like, how the fuck did I ever get on stage and perform in front of people? And then second off, how the fuck do people do these drugs and then are around people? Because me, it would either be alone or with a female.
Right.
Excuse me. And that's it. Like, I don't understand how people could, like, take LSD, take acid, and then just like
go to the
go out
world.
into the world, you know?
It's like I'm here now.
Like I went once and like watched a movie on it, but then just went back home. So it was still like kind of an enclosed experience. Like it wasn't
It was me in the chair in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But no, I always had those thoughts when I was deep into it of like, how the fuck are people like around people like this? You know?
Oh man, but it's true about that. With just like yourself or with a lady, you know, pussy gets you in some shit, man. I'm gonna put it out there right now, my niggas. It didn't get you like, yeah, I'm gonna try it. Well, I don't know what she gonna do. I'm gonna do it with her. You know what I mean? It's like, this is great. Why am I doing this? Oh, because you want to do it and you're going to give me some booty? Okay, we going to do it then, you know?
Right.
We will follow you to the end of a infernal fucking flame road. You know what I mean? Just
walking down Flame Road.
You know what I mean? Just like, this shit is hot. You going to give me some pussy though, right? I'm going to walk. I'm going to burn my feet. As long as you're going to promise to give me some at the end of this path.
Right.
Like, what are we doing? You know, just like the guy who, you know, the flow into that one, and the guy who recently killed everybody that was involved, or almost everybody involved in his divorce. It was in Arizona. You know, he got divorced back in 2010. He went through everything, and he went on a rampage and killed, like, I think, 5 or 6 people that were involved in his divorce.
Let the blicky fly,
And
take
then-
a shit and cry.
And then killed himself. Everybody but the ex-wife, because she was protected. Protected in a way. Her current husband is a detective. So he kind of knew what was going on. Or, you know, she always said she had she was leery about him, so he kind of like kept her on a, you know, protective note over that nigga. But he went and killed the psychiatrist, I guess a well-known psychiatrist, a counselor, and I think a couple
Probably the
paralegals.
couple's therapist, whatever.
Yeah, a couple, you know, paralegals and shit. And Watermelon, we took a hit on this one. Yeah. Usually we hear these kind of stories like, it was a white dude, right? It was a pumpkin guy. No. This was a watermelon guy.
Wow.
Yeah, he ousted everybody and then took himself, you know. But it's at that point, it's like, this motherfucker stewed. That's my whole thing. It's like, he stewed on this shit for fucking almost 9 years.
Yep.
8-9 years. Like, I am going to wait for this time to strike, and I'm going to get all those motherfuckers, you know.
That's crazy. What state was it in? Do you know? Arizona. Out in the heat.
Out in the heat, yeah. That desert
Letting the heat fly.
Yeah. That Desi in the heat with the Desi with the heat. Yo, that's so many fucked up things to say here. But yeah, man, that was kind of insane. He looked like he was maybe early in his 50s, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it is not worth it.
Let it
go.
stew.
Or,
Gotta let it stew.
so that's that. I was just bringing that into the part of motherfuckers doing stupid shit over pussy. That's kind of where that went over. It's like, she left you. It's okay.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like, you probably, but we're better off if anything. But he didn't see it that way. He said, no, I can't have you. And there's motherfuckers out there like that. I can't have you. Nobody will. I will kill everybody around you.
And you know what's wild, too, is I bet you nobody else saw it coming because, what'd you say, it was 7 years?
2010.
So 8 years?
Yeah.
So you know that they
went on with their lives.
Yeah.
The
They're not
counselors
thinking
and
about
shit,
this fucking
yeah.
dude.
They thinking about their next client tomorrow. I got fucking Mr. Walker tomorrow, and all he does is talk to the wall and fucking jerk off every 2 seconds. Maybe we gotta counsel him up.
Right.
This. And it's like, oh, who's that at the door? Hey, Mr. Wait. Oh, you're here to kill me. Okay. Like, nigga, I counseled you 8 years ago. Now you want to put the blicky to me. That's
And he came back with the snub.
Yeah, that's
Might have came back with the deuce in the boot. You never know.
the boot. But he made it into it wasn't even like a one-stop shot. You know, that nigga made an event like, I'm gonna kill these niggas.
That was the thing. Did he do it all in one day?
I think it was all in one day. It's like early morning here, then I'm gonna go over here and do it over there.
Wow.
You know, I had to look at the report again. It was either all in one day or it was like, I'll do you guys today, then tomorrow that. But I
I'm
think
gonna get you on a Wednesday.
Yeah, right. I think it was all like one shot. You know, he went and just took people out. And I think they said that the 2 paralegals that got hit weren't even tenant. They really came there looking for the lawyer. That nigga wasn't there.
Wow.
He had to settle for the niggas that was involved. Like, all right, well, I guess you niggas gonna have to be a consolation prize.
Right.
Which is fucked up. You know what I mean?
Sorry, but you was here.
Yeah, so, man.
That's bugged out.
Stop the violence.
And
let that bitch go.
Exactly. Let that bitch go.
Let that bitch go.
If that bitch wanna go, let her go. If that bitch wanna go, let her go. Like, dude, I know people that have gotten girls pregnant like on purpose, and the girl didn't know about it, to where it's like,
Nigga poke hole.
bro, if she wanna go, then let her go. If she wanna go, then let her go. Like, ugh.
Sometimes you're like, damn, but you like, then you start scratching your head like, I wonder the pussy that good? Is it that good?
Right.
Is that good that you just really, or you just that messed up in the damn head that you just can't seem to get away? You know,
Yeah.
which that's most of the time what it is, because you can always run into a box that's as good. Maybe, you know what I mean?
Right.
There's a million women out there, millions of women out there, you know, we're all just like men, penises come in different sizes, boxes come in different juice flows, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Some are tighter, some are not. Some are looser, some are wetter, some are drier, you know.
Bars.
You know what I'm saying?
Some are wetter, some are looser, some are.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you figure it out, you know. Go find it, you know. It was
Yo,
funny.
compare and contrast, dog. Go
Yeah.
out there.
It was funny because I remember having these conversations before, you know, the whole guy-girl. So let's talk about this before. Because, you know, this chick I know, she was joking around one time. We were all hanging out, and so I was fucking with her. I said, hey, you want my pickle? You know, I said, yeah, I just gave homegirl my pickle, you know. She goes, yeah, but this pickle was too small for me. I was like, oh, you know, so everybody laughing and shit. I said, maybe it wasn't the size of the pickle, it was the size of the damn jar, you know? So she's like, oh, shit. She's like, yeah, got you. Like,
Right.
sometimes you gotta know, like, there's certain size of pickles for certain jars.
Right.
Nobody ever thinks of, like, oh, she wanted 12-inch dick. Like, maybe that's because her setup is built to take a fucking 13-inch dick. Not all women are like that, you know.
Or maybe she made it that way through like
The exercise.
Yeah.
Exercise and stretching that bitch out, you know, because people fucking, you see videos of people fisting and going all the way up to their fucking shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to have sex with that?
right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's insane. I mean, let's all be honest. Babies come out of there. That shit stretches. It's like an anaconda after eating, bro. It just snaps back in the jaw.
Just fuck. I was gonna say, just detaches the jaw and puts it in there.
You know what I mean? But that was always an interesting one. So basically, that little small story of that, what I was saying is, find the right hole for your key. That's all.
Right.
And not everybody got a master key, nigga.
And that's the other thing too. Yeah, like if it's over, just it sucks, and you can never think properly as soon as it happens. But sometimes you just gotta, fuck that shit. Even if you gotta like move away, if that
Right.
dude was
And
like,
that's what helps you, right?
but yeah, stewing for 8 years, I can't imagine.
what
that.
I think was because they were
Or
married.
I mean, but also too, I don't know. Maybe she was like somehow still fucking with him after 8 years, and
on his head, right.
Yeah.
On the low, but because they did have kids together, you know what I'm saying? So now
so
you
you gotta
imagine-
see that bitch
Yeah.
forever. Yeah.
So now it's kind of like, fuck, you know, and his kids are probably telling himself, yeah, mommy and the new guy. You know? Mommy,
Yeah. Bruce brought us to the aquarium. Fuck Bruce.
fuck Bruce, I will kill that nigga.
Right.
Oh, he a detective? Oh, that nigga covered. He got the blicky too. I gotta be careful. You know, and it's like, so, you know, and somebody's gonna take that story. It's a tragedy. It is what it is. Somebody wants to know. Somebody's gonna turn it on and go, so was it a legal gun or not?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
NRA.
yeah.
See that? This is why we got to tighten up the gun laws. But then if it's an illegal gun, if it's, you know, some shit he got off the street, then it's like, oh, you know, nobody wants to say anything there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, well, another one bites the dust, I guess. But when it's a legal gun, it's like, see that? This is why we got to reform. We got to reform the gun laws. We have to, because of people like that. You know, reform people.
Yeah. Exactly. Reform people.
What the fuck, you know?
That's the thing too. Yeah. Like, look at the quality of the people. Look at what's happening with the people. It's
Right.
not. I mean, guns have been the same forever.
Right.
Like, dude, my father and his brothers and sisters and shit, like, they used to play with guns in the backyard. And I don't mean, you know, real blickies and shit like that,
Right.
but I mean, like, BB guns in the backyard, like playing war in the backyard and
yeah.
shit.
I played
And
those
they're
shits.
not the generation that grew up to fucking shoot people, and they had, you know, guns around them all
listen,
the fucking time.
I played guns when I was younger. Me and my brother used to have all the fucking fake guns. We had them all.
Yep.
And we used to get everybody together. Yo, what up? We gonna play guns? All right. We break up into teams and shit. And, you know, we had this wooded area we knew we went to, and we separated and shit. And we became like captured niggas and shit. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
we was like some real youthful warfare shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ooh, yo, that's not an album by the fucking Locks. What is?
YO.
Yo, Youthful War. Actually, that could be an unreleased Mobb Deep album.
Yo, this is youthful warfare. We at war with ourselves. Yo, we at war with ourselves. The youth, I just dropped you. I gave y'all niggas a gem. So whoever wants to make an album out of that, that's listening, nigga, you better cut us in.
Exactly. Give us executive producer credit.
Yeah,
Youthful
word.
Warfare, man.
Youthful warfare. But
Ooh.
but I've always believed in that too. It's like, you take a gun, you put it on that table, you walk the fuck away. It will never go off.
Exactly.
Ever go off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not the gun.
It's not the gun. It's not the gun.
Oh, we.
It's not the gun. Yeah, man, it's people, but they need something to blame, and
Right.
nobody wants to blame maybe the parents that let their kids be raised on TV and all that other shit, to where like, man, pay attention to your kid and
know that there's something might be wrong here. If
like
he's
that most recent kid that like stole his father's gun and shot up the school. To me also, and I do understand, even though I'm not a parent, that people are busy. It's tough to always spend enough time with people and shit like that. But this kid was posting videos online, like talking about how he was going to do it, talking about like his plans and all that other stuff. And man, if you're not paying that much attention to your kid, and I'm not saying police every single fucking thing that they do, but like if you don't know your kid well enough to know that like, holy shit, this kid might do this.
Right. And that's what I remember that too, when it was in that situation and knowing a kid I was raising at the time, and it was kind of like, you know, when certain things happen, it's like, yeah, but see, I know that this kid's a liar.
Yeah,
You know, at some point, it's like you gotta say you can't believe everything they say, especially
exactly.
And that comes from just knowing, what you're saying, from knowing your kid. Mm-hmm. My kid's a liar. My kid's a thief. I've noticed, you know what I mean?
And that, in general, just even whether it's your kid or not, fucking when somebody shows who they are, believe them.
Yeah, right. It's like, he didn't mean it. No, that nigga meant that shit.
Right?
You know what I mean? If he said he was going to kill a bunch of motherfuckers, it's coming from a place. You know what I mean?
It's coming from a place.
You know what I'm saying? You got to know that he didn't just throw this out there, man. It's some kind of, you know, and I get it. There are some people that like, you know, the kind of kids or people that just like to say shit for shock value.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Those people are out there. Like,
horrorcore rappers exist.
Right. Horrorcore. Right. They're all about ripping out spleens and shit. And watching it ride. And then you meet them. It's like, hey man, what's up? You want to come in? We're making muffins. You know.
Yep.
Wait, aren't you the dangerous nigga down that you was just rapping? Okay. It's all a facade.
Yeah. There's the entertainment value, and then there's the people that are really fucking sick in the head.
And you got to know him. You see him. It's like he doesn't really talk to many people. You know, and people are. If you're, and every one of those shootings, you always the kids that come out. It's like, we always used to post weird things. And he always said strange things. It's like, yo, stop that no snitching shit. Snitch on that nigga. Fuck. I'm telling on niggas, yo, that nigga's crazy.
Snitch City 2018.
Word. Yeah. Run a snitching campaign. It's
right?
okay.
Start snitching. Let's go.
People in the hood too, man.
Hashtag start snitching.
Word.
And if you want to snitch on anybody, hit us up on the line, man. 203-594-6977. Call or text. Snitch it out. We ain't gonna go to nobody, but we can tell everybody.
Listen, you can snitch, and we not gonna snitch about you snitching.
Exactly.
We just gonna put the snitch out there. But
you snitch, and we'll just comment on the snitch.
On the snitch, and we will never disclose the snitcher.
The snitchy?
Snitchy, depending on your genre. You know, but I always say that too. Like, even like, if you're in like the hood or something, and it's kind of like, you know, because that's big no in the hood.
Yeah.
You know, you don't snitch. You don't snitch. And if you're Italian, you don't rat. You know, it's you don't snitch. But then when it's like your cousin or your brother or your loved one just got killed by somebody, you ask on the news, somebody need to say something. Y'all need to stop. This got to stop. We need to know what happened.
Exactly.
But when you knew about something that happened to somebody else, you're like, no snitching. We don't snitch out here.
It's all keep the code until it happens to you. That's like, what's the rapper that got into the shooting in Irving Plaza? He sounds like 50 Cent. Troy Ave.
Yeah. Yep.
Bro, his whole fucking demeanor has changed, and his whole outlook on snitching has changed to where he's even rapping about middle finger from the stand and all that other shit and man, he's coming out in interviews like, you gotta understand, man, this street life isn't what the fuck they say it is, man. People aren't loyal, people are blah, blah, blah.
No shit.
Because he's looking at going to jail for the rest of his life, or saying, yeah, I didn't shoot the gun, he did. You know what I mean? Like,
that loyal shit, when a motherfucker start throwing big numbers at you, you gonna break down. Oh, nigga, it wasn't me.
Exactly.
It's like, wait, now you think about the consequence, like, oh, you trying to give me what? 25 years? Oh, I know every one of them niggas that did it. His name was Terrence Wilkins. He lives, you know what I mean?
He lives on 3rd Street.
He lives on 3rd Street, 3rd floor. He got a little chihuahua. Careful, his name is Toto. That nigga's cool.
And immediately in the cops' head, they're like, okay, so we're going to go to the house, shoot the chihuahua. And
take him out, the imminent threat. Take him out. Imminent threat. Take him out. You know, but it's like, snitching is always a no-no until a nigga feel like he need to.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And Italians do that with the mobs and shit. You don't rat. And you kind of grew up on that thing, too. You don't rat on your friends. You don't snitch on you keep it tight with your boys. And at some point, it's at what level do you stop?
Yeah. But, see, and that's the thing, too, where there's also, in my opinion, a huge difference between snitching and I don't even know the other name for it. But like to me,
Looking
snitching
out for
is
somebody?
well, no. To me, snitching is okay. Me and you robbed a store, and all right, they know it was two people, but only I get caught. If I tell on you, that's snitching.
Right.
But
We're
if
both in on that. Yeah.
somebody kills my mother and I know who did it, go to the police and you say, hey, blank just killed my mother.
Right.
To me, that's not snitching.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or
But
if it's like you're one of your closest friends and you know who killed his mother.
yeah.
I'm like, yo, I know who it was, nigga. I can't sit here and just let it walk around like I got
right?
with this
And
code.
so,
of honor.
we keep the code.
Yeah,
we keep the code.
Fuck
Like,
that. Niggas take that shit like that's, and it's crazy because people that think they got that code, there are people doing a long stretch over this code,
Yep.
and not near one of the motherfuckers you looked out for doing this code bid. We're calling
Yeah,
it code
yeah.
bid. That's
Code bid.
That's another motherfucking song. Doing this code bid now got you sitting there. None of those motherfuckers you doing that bid for give two shits about you.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
because that's the thing is everyone wants to talk about that code, and once you're in jail, fucking, yeah, nobody gives a fuck about what you did. Like, you can sit there with all the pride in the world, but you know what? You're in jail. You're not in front of cameras no more. You're not being talked about no more. Okay, cool. You're a stand-up dude that went and did that, and now you're sitting down.
It's just you, a bunk of Fifi and Mofungos, nigga. That's
right?
That's your life now.
Maybe
You know?
with a roommate that, you know, you don't know who the fuck this person is. They're
Right.
trying to fuck you at night. You never know.
Right. Nigga constantly jerking off. Maybe he got big
Right.
shots dripping off the bunk on you. Not sure how that works. You know what I mean?
Taking hot dumps at all times of the
oh,
day.
that's the worst. Like, what the fuck was you eating? This nigga's in a cell with you taking a nasty shit, and you just got to sit there and endure.
Right. Endure.
You know, like, what the fuck? You know, get your shit together, people.
Right?
So we're going to go with the Snitching Anonymous. You know, or
Snitching Anonymous and Snitch 2018. That's the campaign.
Snitch
Donald
2018.
Trump better come out with Snitch 2020 if he's trying to get reelected. You know what I mean?
Look, Donald Trump, speaking of that nigga, shout out to the disinvite was the word. That nigga disinvited the Eagles to the fucking champions of Philadelphia Eagles who won the Super Bowl here in the NFL. Disinvited them to the White House because they had 10 people that said they weren't going to go. So not everybody's going to come. None of you are coming. That's
Wow.
He pulled the plug on all
Yo,
them
he
niggas.
did the little kid shit, man. He did the fucking, it's my Nintendo, it's my game, it's
Right.
my cartridge, but
Right.
it's my mom's house, and she pays the electric, so
Right.
I can unplug this right now. Ooh.
Yeah, so if one of like, yo, I invited everybody to the party. If 3 people don't want to come to the party, out of everybody invited. Well, the party's not happening now.
Shut
I'm taking
down the
it on
whole
everybody.
shit.
You know, there were people on the Eagles that would have went. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was just a good, solid 10 players. It's like, nah. And these were some of the people that were taking the knees or was against. You know, this is the country, Trump, where we can be against what our government's saying.
Yeah.
You know, that's what freedom of speech is all about, motherfucker. This is what we built on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is why you run your mouth about what the fuck you want to, because we say what we want to say.
Yeah, Trump came out with some wild shit and talking about, well, you know, if people, if they want to kneel during the national anthem, then they don't need to be in this country. It was like, that's a little extreme, bro.
It is extreme. Like, really? So, but the guys who said Jews were not replacers and holding up swastikas, they're good people.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, whoa, what? How come? You know, it's like, why didn't you ever jump out and just say, listen, that's wrong. What you niggas is doing shouldn't be done. You know, he never said that once about that shit. So
Yeah.
I'm like, huh? Why people? But why are you saying he's a racist? I don't. Why not? I don't know.
Right? But and the weird thing too was before he got into office, he never seemed like a racist. Like you can find a million pictures of him with Don King, with 50 Cent, with
Right.
plenty of fucking people.
He was
all
idolized
over the
in hip-hop
place.
world.
Yeah.
Niggas always want to be Trump.
Yep.
That Trump money.
Like, and that's a weird thing too, because like, it's not weird. Like, I understand it, but Snoop Dogg has flipped completely on some, and it's always weird because Snoop Dogg's always like threatening that he'll beat somebody's ass, and calm down.
He instantly forgets about it. That
Yeah,
nigga spoke
yeah.
so damn much like, yo, what we gonna do, nephew?
Right.
We gonna ride them niggas? Yeah, I'm gonna go with some chicken, nigga.
But it's always like, and that is the thing too with Vince McMahon in wrestling. He'll always just be like, fuck it, they won't remember what happened in the past. We're just moving on to a new thing. Pretend that this is a new guy. He's never been here before. Because like Snoop will be like, man, fuck Donald Trump. I never liked Donald Trump. Blah, 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 blah. but he did the roast of Donald Trump when it was on Comedy Central, and like it was
yo, Don, you my man.
Exactly.
Like, y'all was cool.
Yep.
And that's that thing. It's riding the wave of like, yo, everybody don't like him. Yeah, I don't like him either.
Exactly.
Or you just picked up a thing and say, you can say I currently don't like him, but don't say you never liked the motherfucker when you did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and that was the thing with Obama. Like I believe that Obama was definitely had the stature and was a very respectable president.
Yep.
But you know how many people voted for him literally just because of the color of his skin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at the same
This
time,
guy right here.
and at the same
I'm
time,
about
a lot of people like that are just like, don't judge me by the color of my skin. Oh, he's black, I'm voting for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they don't see the two.
Right, it's like you just did it. You just judged him by the color of his skin. And like I said, I was like, let me show you something different. My vote came out extremely on the difference. Like, I wonder if this is gonna work, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna press. And plus, I don't know who was he running against? Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney.
Like,
who was
do you want
wild.
a president named Mitt Romney? I don't.
No.
Like, if the shit he used to say was like, oh, this nigga seems weird.
Mm-hmm.
Let's shake the spot up. You know, it's like
Yeah.
Obama seemed cool as shit. Like, and he spoke so well, which
I
a
know.
lot of pumpkin folk like said he spoke so well. Like, what was he supposed to come up there saying? Yo, it's like it's saying, like, we try and run for president, shit. You know, like. See how they are? It's like the motherfucker went to Harvard. Of course he speaks well.
Right.
Anybody went
Like
to
he was about to come up like, all right, boom, yo, so this economy, right? Like,
economy, right? Which is funny because the irony of all is that's what our president talks like now, but he's on the other side.
Yeah.
It's like just it's stupid, it's dumb, you know, like these big words you're using here, Prez.
right? He doesn't really have the couth and the
Right.
nobility that Obama carried himself with. And even though, he did some wild shit behind the scenes, but at least like he carried himself a lot better than Donald seems to be like flailing at everybody and shooting shots and
Right.
But
like,
I will say, man, it's fucking wild that Donald Trump is the one that, all right, so for right now, as of June 4th, I believe we're recording this on, or the 5th, who knows?
Who knows?
The meeting with North Korea is back on.
He made that
as
happen.
of right now.
Yep.
But it's been on, off, and I believe now it is back on. And the meeting, I think, is supposed to be on the 12th, maybe,
Yep.
which is crazy because that's my dad's birthday. Yo, shout out.
Shout
You're not
out.
watching, but it doesn't matter. So that's the crazy thing, too, though, is even like North Korea and South Korea have been at war for since,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Centuries, maybe.
Yeah. You don't even have to put a date. You just go since.
Since,
Just since. And they like credited Donald Trump with getting them to speak again. So
Right.
for all like the craziness and
He
the
did
badness and
something.
shit like that, you're like, damn,
he did something.
yeah,
And
he
I
got
don't know
North
if the
Korea and
numbers-
South Korea to speak again.
Right.
But then too, you don't necessarily like it could end up being a bad thing because what if North Korea and South Korea go, you know what? Fuck the USA. You know?
We got this now. Fuck them niggas. Yo, you riding out? Yo, we got nukes too. You got nukes too?
Yeah.
All right, let's put it together.
Nukes on nukes on nukes.
Nukes on nukes. We put nukes together, and there goes California in the ocean. Bam, nigga. Take
Right.
it out. And they also said, I don't know if these numbers. See, I don't know about numbers when they start posting shit. I always feel like the Illuminati's behind everything. Sometimes like they post these numbers of statistics, and I'm like, well, who's taking these stats? I don't know. Nobody ever asked me.
Right.
But this one was.
I've
about,
never been in a poll.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I've
you know what I'm
never
saying?
been
Like,
in a
how do
poll.
you know? The unemployment rate has been went down. So I don't know what the percentage. It was a pretty good amount. But you know what's funny though? I have been seeing a lot of places hiring, like every store and shit I go into. It's like these niggas is hiring.
Even because I do the Uber Eats. Even I went to a diner for a pickup, Riverdale Diner in Shelton, and they had a sign that said "always hiring," and I was like, "Whoa, that's more than like hiring now."
I don't know
like,
if that's good or bad. Like,
Exactly.
do you not ever keep anybody?
Yeah.
Why doesn't anybody stay?
That's what I thought too. I was like, "What's the turnover then?" Or do you guys just have everybody on and you give everyone 8 hours a week, and you're not trying to pay no health insurance?
That's how we control our overhead. We pay nobody overtime. Nigga.
Exactly. We pay nobody full time.
We got 38 16-hour average people. Like, what?
Right?
You got a whole staff of per diem niggas?
Exactly. Under the table.
Under the table per diem. But, who knows about the stat? And then my whole thing is, so when somebody says nobody's hiring, no, maybe it's a job you're thinking you're too good for maybe, or you don't want.
Yeah.
But there's somebody hiring. There's
Exactly.
always, I've seen the shit. There's always somebody hiring.
Dude, I remember when I was unemployed, and I was unemployed for like a year and a half, and I was on the food stamps. I was on all that shit, just like living. Yeah, exactly. Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. And dude, when it was coming down to the end of it, where they're like, okay, we'll extend you for 8 weeks. And then after that 8 weeks, they were like, okay, we'll extend you for 4 weeks. And they were like, yeah, but the next time we're only extending you for 2 weeks. And I was like, fuck, man. And I applied at fucking grocery stores and shit like that. Like, it was
it's a real deal, man. It's like, yo, fuck that. I mean, the worst thing you want to do is like, I ducked the fast food chain. I could say,
I never worked at a fast food chain.
My working career, I never did fast food. I did retail stores, but fast food, I was like, good. Plus I was a big motherfucker anyways. That probably wouldn't have been good for me. Just, you gonna eat these fries now? We're gonna put the fries down?
Right.
Eat half of the bitches right now?
Wait, we get to take whatever we want at the end of the night?
Yo, oh God, I would have been a mess.
'Cause I remember my boy used to work at Taco Bell, and he was just like, dude, we used to make fucking, the meat, the cheese, you know what I mean? But as much as you don't have to do the,
Right, it's not what you're serving people. Now you're
Exactly.
making burritos that don't even fucking fold right.
Yep.
Shit's busting at the seams. Like, damn, look at this shit, man.
For
Shout
real.
out to Chipotle. I had that last night.
Yeah,
I fucks with
Chipotle's good, man.
Yeah,
I like
Barbacoa
Chipotle.
in the building.
Yo, we know avocado's extra. Or
listen,
guacamole's extra, whatever.
Yo, I kind of was upset though. Like,
The first time they didn't tell you?
Yeah, I was like, yo, what the fuck you mean $2.50 for guacamole? Nigga, like,
Yeah.
that's steep. You know what I mean? Like, for some
Yeah,
shit that's
when an avocado is $1 and change, and like I know I didn't get a full avocado on there.
And I know the process. You mash it. It's not.
Maybe some lime juice. That's it.
It's really not a process
Nope.
behind making guacamole. Cut it out. Why the fuck are you charging me almost $3 for a scoop?
for a scoop.
It's some bullshit. Shout out to Chipotle, man.
That's got to be your stand-up special. $3 for a scoop. The fuck.
What is going on? Nigga, this is life. Tired of this bullshit.
That's how news reporters get stories from crackheads. Yo, I just want $3 for the scoop. That's it. Just give me $3 for the scoop.
So boom, right? The man came around the back. He don't never be around here. His wife been cheating on him. Like, crackheads be having some info.
Yeah.
Them niggas a snitch in a minute. Those are the worldwide snitches right there. Like, fuck that. They give me $2. I'm jaws going. I'm snitching on everybody.
Exactly.
Oh, so I had a good one because we like to talk about our encounters a lot with the street philanthropists. The people who are out there trying to get something good out of life.
Domicile impaired. I believe. Yeah.
So,
and maybe not homeless, but if they have a home, they haven't been there in a while.
Or they want you to believe they don't have one.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? That's a lot of that happens. So I got ran up on Shorty with the bald head. Shout out to her. She ran up on me and said, "Hi, sir, how you doing?" I said, "All right, I'm doing good." And I'm in my workflow. I'm trying to get to where I'm trying to get to. She goes, "Listen, if you could do anything, spare any little change." I said, "Nah, I don't keep nothing on me. I don't keep." She goes, "Any change?" She goes, 100 cents. This bitch asked for 100 cents. And I think she was trying to be cute to think maybe I'd giggle. I'm like, "Oh, that was cute. Here's a buck," because she asked for 100 cents. I'm like, "I just told you I don't keep." Goodbye.
Yeah.
I don't keep change on me. Yeah. Okay. And there was always that one. And as they walk away, they mumble some shit. Like, who the hell you getting mad at? Because I don't got what you need.
Exactly.
Or what you want. Not even need.
Yeah. What you want.
So 100 cents should be the name of a new CD I'm dropping. Yo, pick up this 100 cents. It's
It was 100 cents, a double album.
Double album. 2 for $1, nigga. You
No,
know what
man.
I mean?
There's the guy in New Haven, him and his wife or his cohort or, just another homeless woman that, a succubus, if you will.
Succubus.
They got the Bible and they want to read you stories from the Bible until you just go, "I'm not giving you any money." Boop. Bible closes.
Jesus
They're
don't
not
love you
trying
no
to
more.
exactly.
Oh, Jesus don't fuck with a nigga no more. Okay.
They're not trying to tell you anything. Dude, I'm still waiting one day for the for dude to come up with the square on his cell phone to take cards because because that's my thing, and it's honest. Like, the only cash I ever have on me is if by chance I get a cash tip from doing Uber,
Right.
because I just don't. Just in my life, I don't need cash. I never need cash. So like,
I feel like
if the Illuminati and the cashless society awaits us, then it fucking happens, and it won't matter to me.
Right, because people are like, "Well, what's in the bank? You don't know what happened," and they fuck with your numbers, and you can't get your money. It's your money. Have it on you physically.
Yep.
Guys like Mayweather, they need to feel their money, they need to see their money.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I have cash on me, I tend to spend it because I have it. You know what I mean? It's almost like because
Yeah.
there's places that I'll make that gut time decision of like, oh, you niggas do a $10 minimum. I only want a can of soda. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
Yeah, and that saves that right there.
Right. So instead of now I got a $10 bill on me, I go in there, I'm going to break that $10 bills. As soon as I break a big bill, I consider that gone. I break a 10, I just spent 10. No, you spent $1. No, nigga, I just spent 10.
Yeah.
Now the singles go, and that goes, you know what I mean? 20 gets broke, I spent 20. You know what I mean? That's how I roll, man. So I like to keep my bills where they go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like to keep the money in the bank, and because, you know, with apps on the phone and everything, I check it every day. I know exactly how much money I have, not to keep the, you know, money on me in the pocket.
Shit, you know?
I keep like a little bit of money. I'll keep like $100 at my house just for fucking
emergency purpose.
Emergency procedures.
Emergency procedures. Like, oh, I need this. This is a cash only deal. I'm gonna get there. Gotta get there.
But even, yeah, man, I couldn't imagine what it was like to be, even for the amount of hate that I have for the, and it's not the homeless in general. Like if somebody fell on bad times.
Strong dislike.
Well, no. The hate is real for certain. The hate is really real for certain. But I'm saying, like, man, if somebody fell on hard times and they just had a string of bad luck, because I've had bad luck in my life, you know, sometimes.
We partaked.
Yeah. But if somebody, you know, fell on real hard times and just for some reason, you know, whatever, they're homeless, I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at the fucking career bums. Right. You know what I mean? The people that like are. If I know you from being a bum, like
I see it, I'm like, this motherfucker been panhandling for double digits. Like you've been here for 10+ years, bro. There's no way.
For real.
There's no
like,
way you didn't catch up a little bit.
When I was in high school, so I started high school you start high school when you're 15, 16?
14, 15, yeah.
So that's 20 fucking years ago. I still see some of the same bums because at that age, you know, the only time I would really come to New Haven was like to go to Toad's place, to go see a concert or some shit. Bro, there's still some of the same fucking bums out there.
I've been out here for a while. There's some lifers at this shit.
Yeah,
man.
if you're a career bum, those are the people that I'm just like, yo, fuck you forever.
And there's a dude that's over here. Dude is big as fuck, big, fat motherfucker, big as shit, talking about he hungry. I'm like, how?
Yeah. To where you question, like, I don't think you're homeless because you have a certain stature and a certain size to you.
Bro, you are big as hell. Like the guy on the I seen a guy, big bone dude on the boulevard with a sign says, homeless, hungry, need food. Like, no, you don't. You could probably starve for a little bit.
You know what I saw on the post road? That, okay, I don't believe the guy was faking it, but also you don't got to do it like that. Had the veteran sign.
Oh.
Okay,
real
now,
vets get pissed and shit like that.
Had the veteran sign, and I'm not saying that he wasn't a veteran, but remember how LL Cool J used to pull up the pant leg?
Yeah.
All right, homeboy's got the pant leg up with the robotic leg.
Oh, gotta show it. Gotta show.
Exactly.
Gotta showcase. Look,
like,
see?
For real, like did the Marilyn Monroe on the side of the highway.
Yeah.
Showing the fucking leg off, and I was like,
"This is from Nam, nigga. That was from gangrene.
That was from a bad heroin needle. Shut up. You know what I mean?
No way, nigga. He wasn't a Nam.
Right.
And then when a real vet G checked that nigga, like, yo, where was you at? Where was you stationed?
Stolen valor, blood.
Start talking ranking and shit, and start talking like code and honor and shit. And niggas can't respond. I was around the way of Jackson, Fort Jackson, and like,
we moved around a lot.
Yeah, like get the fuck out of here. One guy I just seen the other day. You know, now I'm at the light, and he's walking. You know, they pace up and down. When you get to the light on a boulevard, it's a big, heavy road out here. The boulevard is, 2-lane speeder. Lights are far in between, but the guys stay on a corner there, and they pace up and down when you're at the light, like fucking dogs in a kennel.
Like Vanna White. Just
with the sign. You want a vowel? You want to give a vowel? So now I'm looking at him. What he's doing is like, so now he walks and he looks into my car and he's waving.
Well, that's the big thing.
So
eye
I gave a
contact.
head nod. I gave, okay.
Nah, but see, then they take that as like, wait, he responded to me.
No, I just gave him the,
yep.
And then he just like stared, and I went back to the road.
Right. But that's the big thing for the beggars on the side of the road is the eye contact. They try for that shit all day.
He was doing waving eye contact. Feel sorry for me. He's another big bone dude. Like, nigga, you out here eating. Look at you.
Yep.
You probably eat better than me.
They forget about the fucking cell phone because that's what I do all day. I'm at a red light. Okay, I'm on this cell phone. Yes, I see that you're there. I'm on this cell phone. I don't give a fuck,
Playing with the radio. Or if you want to really fuck them up, I start dancing. This is my favorite song. It's my shit. Turn up, cuz. Turn up. And then he's like, nigga, I'm trying to get money. You not. I got nothing for you.
I'm thinking about, like, my new deal might be, because I always got water bottles in my car. My new deal might just be like, yo, Here's 2 empty water bottles. That's 10 cents, bro. Work for it.
I'm gonna hold a little bag of like 50 cent of bottles, and not even 50 cent. That's a lot of bottles. You might get 30 cent of bottles, nigga. Just here, man. Here.
Yep.
Here's a start. Here's a start.
Because that's man. If you really want to, if you're out here trying to grind, do that.
Anything counts. Like I just gave you 10 cents.
Exactly. Yep.
You know what's funny? You know, to be away, it's a fucked up thing to do. So what you do is you pull up to the light. Now you see the guy, and he's walking around. He's pairing. You roll your window down a little bit. He's gonna immediately think, "Oh, it's on and popping," and just like
game time.
You just sit there and you just stare. Just get some fresh air in here. It's like, oh, that nigga played me? Yeah, I did.
Yep. But and the worst thing is the fucking sob story. It's like I don't need your fucking sob story. And it's the
everybody's a 2020 special.
Is this the white privilege of fucking? Bro, it doesn't mean I have money because I don't. I'm, I'm paying my bills. I'm doing that. I work 2 jobs. Like I'm trying to survive myself.
Hey, you're white. You get it, right? That we're just homeless people like me, and we're down and out. You know what the slums are, right? You've heard of the hood. You know, it's nothing funnier than somebody from around the hood, who feels as though like, because we're at such a stage right now in life. Maybe you got away with this shit before like internet days, and somebody wasn't really accessible to what was going on in the world, and really didn't visually see shit in the hoods, or if they never been, they can actually. You don't have to be to the hood now to actually see what goes on in one. You know what I'm saying? So when people still now try to educate somebody, yo, you know what I mean? Yo, my streets is like this, and you don't understand. It's like, no, I don't, because I don't live there, but I see kind of what goes on there, and stop. You know?
Yeah. And stop.
And stop. Like, stop trying to educate me like it's a movie. You know what I mean? Like, understand these ways out here and this and that. Understand that there's a lot that goes on within these communities, that people that give a shit out here that want to do something to help you, and you ain't taking advantage of it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, shout out to my man E-Car. I say E-Car. E-Car. E-Car is my dude. He walks around with the papers and gives you a listing of all the shelters, all the food pantries, days, locations, times. You can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner in this fucking city for free.
Oh yeah,
every day of the week.
That's why, like, we might come across as cold-hearted, but that's why. Well, and because their aggression and all this other stuff, and just completely annoying to be asked so fucking often about money and giving somebody money for free is because of those services. Where I'm just like, yo, you can eat for free. So okay, now that you've eaten for free, what else you got? You go and handle your business.
Right.
You know what I mean? After that,
things. They got these things. There's a place called Task Force out here where it's a temp hiring job. What it is you got to wake up early as shit. You get down there. If you're homeless, what the fuck is early to you? Get your ass down there. You know what I'm saying? And you sit down and you wait outside this place. They open up and they find you work that day, and they pay you that day for the work.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, we got this plant. We got to go over to this place and warehouse assembly shit. You know, they're gonna use you for the day. You're gonna work 8 hours. We're gonna give you $100 for the 8 hours. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, there's a way out there to get some money and doing something. But if you're just lazy and don't want to do shit, just want people to give it to you, then
that's the thing too. Yeah, it's the people that want just stuff handed to them. Like, if you ever get mad that I'm not giving you money for free,
right?
Reevaluate, bro. So all the homeless people listening to this podcast, get right.
And that means you're not homeless, nigga. If you watching the goddamn podcast or listening,
right?
But put your hands back in your pocket and show some love, man.
Exactly. Play with your own dick.
Play with your own dick. Leave mine alone, nigga. Stop jerking me around. I ain't got time for it.
And also, like, if maybe they didn't buy it. That's completely fine. Maybe they bummed it. But if I see a homeless dude smoking a cigarette asking me for money, like, bro, I think that's 75 cents in your mouth right there.
Right. You could have sold that shit.
Cigarettes are expensive as fuck.
Right. If you didn't buy it, then you could have sold it to somebody and got your change right there. Lucy's got a handful of cigarettes talking about Lucy's. Somebody gonna buy that shit.
And then, back to the Jadakiss song, Why Lie, I Need a Beer sign. What? Bro, I respect it so much. If anyone's like, yo, man, I'm trying to get this blunt, if they came up real like, man, I'm trying to get this crack rock, I can't participate in that. You know what I mean? But
I appreciate your honesty.
Exactly. I appreciate your honesty.
Like, our interaction is going to go a lot better. Damn, bro, man, I want you to get help out here, man, but I appreciate that. But shit, get some help, man.
Take this empty water bottle.
Take this empty water bottle. It's like, cool. Give me a can, though, because, they take the soda can, make crack pipes out of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I got this can for you. You could use that, right?
That shit is crazy.
It's nothing against anybody, man, but, don't impede my life and then make me feel like I'm the fucking bad guy for not giving you some love in coin form.
In coin form.
Like, get your shit
Can't
together,
hit you with no
man.
coin love.
Yeah, there's one chick walking around saying she was pregnant. She was like, "Oh, I'm pregnant." It was like, "Bitch, you've been pregnant for 8 years."
Maybe you just got.
Yeah, when is that thing gonna drop? You know,
Right.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. It's more the attitude than anything of like pretending that they do the thing where they try to put it on you and they tell you the story, but they tell you the story in such a way where they pretend like you caused the story.
Right. Oh yeah.
It's like
you're a part of my story now.
Yeah,
You're now in a chapter, and nigga, you need to give in. Like, what? I did not donate anything to this story. I did not ask for this story. Shout out to I went to this craft fair with my daughter the other day.
hard body
And,
shit.
there was a craft fair. There was a little carnival outside, and inside this craft fair, I got to bring my voice down. Inside this craft fair, there was a priest, and he was selling a book about a cat he wrote that spoke to him.
Unless it's called God Pussy, get away from me.
No, real
It's
shit.
called Pussy is God.
He was an older guy, older gentleman there, probably in his 70s. And
OG, if you will.
yeah, OG.
Older gentleman?
And he was OG, older gentleman, OP, older priest. And he had an accent to him, so I think he was like Indian priest now, Catholic Indian priest. They out there. And he was like telling me, "Oh yeah," I said. So I'm with my daughter. We're walking by the table, like, "Oh, so what's going on?" This interesting story I have about the cat. And this cat, he came to me one day. He was inside my study. He was standing on top of the thing, and he was like saying. And then he started to speak to me. So I wrote down everything he was speaking to me. Like, okay, now this thing is not crazy. Anybody else says that things and animals are speaking to them,
Yeah.
they're crazy. But when a priest says it, he's enlightened, you know?
Right.
Oh, that nigga's blessed. He is gifted. He is touched. How about he need to be in the
Yeah,
psych
he's
ward?
touched. Definitely he's touched in a different way.
How about he should be in the psych ward too?
Exactly.
But because of his stature and his status, he's anointed, and I think he can't be touched. Things can talk to him. So maybe if a cat can talk to him, then the nigga on the corner talking to the tree, that tree's talking to him.
He might be feeling the same thing.
Right. He's anointed too. Leave him alone. You know, but I did not buy the book. He wanted $16 for it. Like, it was like a paper bag, his own, like he made it himself.
He made it at Kinko's.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It was like black and white, like pages, and like yeah, my daughter makes these in fourth grade, bro. Like,
Right.
You bullshit, man.
And I pretend to read them just to appease her. Okay,
Right.
so I'm not talking to a
shout out to
fucking
one of my
cat.
mother's friends who bought one. I'm like, you did what? I don't even know her no more.
supported that bullshit.
Well, I go to my church. And like, oh, of course, he roped you in.
Right.
Getting you niggas.
That's amazing. And listen, man, I hope that we roped you guys in because this is episode 22. Deuce and a boo.
Double deuce and a boo.
Watermelon versus pumpkin is the spot to be. We appreciate you guys joining us. Watermelonversuspumpkin.com is where you can hit us up. Watermelonvspumpkin.com. My name is Lil Mattress, LILMATTRESS on all social media. Once again, like I said, drop that new album, Pumpernickel, spelled correctly on all digital outlets. Go look for that. On all digital outlets, also look for this podcast out there if you want to hear the audio. Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, whatever else, wherever you listen to podcasts, we will be on there. Wherever you can search for podcasts, you will find us.
Find it, search your soul. And, and get that pumper, get a slice of that pumper. Pumpernickel's really good fucking bread, by the way. Like black people, we can eat that. It's brown bread, too.
True.
It's good fucking bread.
It's that dark bread.
You know, I mean, pumpkin's been known to have it more than us, but watermelon, listen, it's some good bread. Put some butter on that shit, slap it. What?
Keisha!
You know what I mean? Little spinach dip, nigga, scoop. Just saying.
Scoop it.
And I am Young Pastry, as noted on the hat here. I have a pastry hat on for those that cannot see. It's a nice fluffy
Zoom
chef.
in.
It's a chef hat. It's a chef hat. Take that. YUNG pastry, spelled the way pastry spelled, and hit me up, man. And we out here. Watermelon vs Pumpkin, man.com. Get your shit together and get your life right.
Once again, hit this hotline 203-594-6977. Call or text. We do things. Episode 22. That's a deuce.
Double
Keep it in the
deuce.
booth.
Yeah, before we disinvite your ass. Chop style, nigga.
Like Philly.
Like Philly, nigga. We out here.